Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be one of the most shocking and game-changing rumors in recent NFL history, at least for us Bears fans. Word around the league is that the Miami Dolphins, currently sitting at a disappointing 4-9 and struggling defensively, leaking an average of 26. 3 points per game, might be looking to hit the reset button. And the name being thrown around, Tyreek Hill. Yes, the cheetah himself. Now I know what you're thinking. Is this real? Is Hill actually on the trading block? Well, sources close to the league are whispering that Miami is considering trading Hill for a first-round pick and a promising wide receiver, all in an effort to prioritize youth and rebuild their roster under a tight cap space of just $1 million. Imagine that, Tyreek Hill, one of the most explosive playmakers in the league, leaving Miami and landing in Chicago. That's what some insiders believe could happen if the deal goes through. The Bears, sitting comfortably at 9-4 and averaging 24. 5 points per game, are said to be very interested. And why wouldn't they be? Hill, at 31, is still in his prime. He's accumulated 92 catches for 342 yards in 2025, averaging an incredible 6 yards per catch and over 103 yards per game. He's got 11 touchdowns on the season with 128 targets, and his PFF grade is a solid 90. Second among wide receivers. The guy is a bona fide game changer, with a career total of over 200 yards and more than 75 touchdowns. And the best part, 0 injuries so far in 2025 with a YAC yards after catch of over 512 yards. Hill is a deep threat running routes that rival top guys like Diggs, catching 68% of his deep targets and elevating EPA per target by nearly a full yard. His yards per route run is 4.2, and when there's no blitz, his EPA surges to plus 112. That kind of player could change everything for us. Now let's talk about why Miami might be willing to part ways with him. The Dolphins, with just $1 million in cap space, are struggling with a weak offensive line, allowing opponents to convert over 39% of third downs, and their defense, which has allowed almost 342 points this season, needs help. They're looking to shed some big contracts, especially Hill's hefty $28 million hit for next year, to invest in their defensive line and younger talent. They're also eyeing a rebuild, and moving off Hill could free up cap and draft picks for a more balanced approach. Meanwhile, for us Bears fans, this isn't just about acquiring a star, it's about transforming our entire offense. Think about it, adding Hill to the mix with a healthy Odunze, who's been producing with 2 yards per route, and a reliable Mooney would create a nightmare for defenses. Hill's speed and ability to stretch the field would elevate our passing game by over 100 yards and boost EPA per pass by around 18%. That's huge. Pairing him with Moore, who catches 4% of his targets, would give us a potent duo capable of creating mismatches all over the field. Our offense, which currently averages 5 points per game, could see that number jump into the high 29s, making us even more formidable. It would be reminiscent of those historic boosts we saw when teams like the Seahawks acquired DK Metcalf back in 2019, turning their offense into a juggernaut. Defensively, the addition of Hill also has ripple effects. Our defense, which allows 21 points per game, would benefit from longer drives, giving our pass rush more opportunities to tee off. With players like Sweat on the line and a secondary that's been improving, the team as a whole could elevate its performance. Hill's presence would force defenses to respect the deep ball, opening up more space for our running game and play-action passes. His ability to turn short plays into big gains after the catch is exactly what we need to push our offense to the next level. Now, what about the impact on postseason odds? Well, if this trade happens, the Bears' chances of making a deep playoff run skyrocket. Bookmakers are already shifting their odds, initially giving us around plus 2,500 to win the Super Bowl. But with Hill coming into the fold, those odds could plummet to around plus 800, making us one of the most dangerous teams in the NFC. Hill's deep threat ability, with a 65% success rate on deep targets, could be the X factor that pushes us over the edge in close games and playoff matchups. The Dolphins, on the other hand, would drop from plus 18000 to a much lower number, but their fans are skeptical about their rebuild prospects. For us, this could be the start of a new era, a moment where our team transforms from a good team into a true Super Bowl contender, especially if we leverage our cap space and draft capital effectively. And let's not forget the historical context. The Bears have a long history of making bold moves that reshaped the franchise, trades that brought in game-changing talent and turned the tide in our favor. This could be one of those moments. If we manage to land Hill, it's not just about adding another star. It's about signaling to the league that Chicago is back in the conversation, ready to compete at the highest level. It's about creating a team that's explosive, unpredictable, and dangerous. A team that can finally break through the NFC North and make a real push for Lombardi glory. Of course, as fans, we're always cautious. Nothing is guaranteed in the NFL. But the potential here is undeniable. Hill's addition would make us not just better, but a true threat in the playoffs, especially with our defense holding up and our offense finally reaching its full potential. This isn't just speculation. It's a strategic move that could define the next decade of Bears football. Imagine a scenario where Justin Fields has Tyreek Hill streaking down the sideline, turning a simple pass into a highlight reel touchdown. Those are the plays that get teams to the Super Bowl. And with the Bears' current trajectory, acquiring Hill could be the catalyst that pushes us over the top. So fans, keep your eyes peeled. This rumor is gaining traction, and if it comes true, it will be a game changer for the Chicago Bears. We're talking about a player who could elevate our offense to new heights, make us a playoff favorite, and perhaps even get us back to the Super Bowl. It's an exciting time to be a Bears supporter, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Whether or not this trade materializes, one thing is for sure. The NFC North is about to get a whole lot more interesting. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bears. Do you think this move could really happen? Would you be excited to see Tyreek Hill in the navy blue? Or do you believe the Bears should focus on other areas of the roster? Either way, I want to know what you think. This is what makes being a fan so special, sharing our passion and dreams for this team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. We're in this together, and I truly believe the best is yet to come. Let's keep dreaming big, Bears Nation.